Hello everyone, in this video we will learn what is a hook and how to use React hooks in functional components. So hooks are functions that helps you to use React state and lifecycle features in functional components. So we have already discussed how to use state and lifecycle methods in class components. But let's say you want to create a functional component, then how you will create state and use lifecycle methods in that. So for that we have React hooks. So React provides us some built-in hooks, and you can also create your own hooks to reuse stateful behavior between different components, but we will see that later. So in this video we will discuss one of the React hook, which is useState, and in the next video we will discuss the second built-in React hook, which is the effect hook. So let's open our code editor and discuss this useState React hook. So let me tell you first what this useState React hook will do. It will let user to create state and update state in functional component. Okay, so in this video we will be creating one functional component and we will see how to create state and update it in functional component. Okay, cool. So let's open our code editor and go to source directory. Let's create one component here. Let's give it name state hook example, and let's import a React library first. Now we will create functional component. So create function, write function keyword and give it some name. Inside this, how you render user interface, you just write return and you can directly write your user interface inside this. So let's create a division. Inside this division we will show one button, and you can write here let's say change state, and you can give some bootstrap class to this button primary. Let's also give some padding to this division, right? Padding and 20 pixels. Okay, cool. Now let's create one state. So how you create state? First let's import the React hook. So write comma and then curly braces and write the name of hook, which is useState. Okay, now write const and write these brackets, and inside these brackets we will type two variable names. First will be your state and second will be variable to update your state. Okay, so let's write the name of our state will be counter, and to update it we will have set counter variable. Okay, and write equals to. After this we will write use state, and use state function will contain the initial value for your state. So you can pass any initial value that you want to store in this counter state. So write okay, let's pass 0 to our state. Okay, so let's recap this line. So what this line is doing, it is creating two variables. So first variable will be which will store your state, and second will help us to update this counter state. Okay, cool. And this is the initial value that is stored right now in this counter state. Okay, now we will create one function in onClick handler. So whenever this button is clicked, what we want to do is we want to change this counter state by 1. Okay, so let's create one function change counter. Let's create this function. So write const change counter, and inside this function we will just update our counter using set counter, which we have given here. Just write this name here, and inside this we will access our counter state and we will increment it by 1. Okay, cool. Let's show this state here so that we can make sure that whenever we are clicking on the button, the state is actually updating on the web page. So let's show this state here. So write curly braces and write the name of your state, which is counter. Okay, cool. Now let's import it, export it. So write export default. Yeah, now let's import this component in our app.js. So in the previous video we created this form component. Just beneath it write the name of your component, which is state hook example. Oh no, sorry, let's give it name state hook, and let's import it first. So write import state hook from state hook example. Okay, Now save your work and let's see whether it is coming in a web page or not. As you can see, we're getting some error. Adjacent JSX element must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. Yeah, so you can't write adjacent JSX elements like this. You need to wrap everything in a single parent element. So let's create some empty tags, or you can write div here, it's your wish. Now wrap everything inside it. Now save your work and let's see whether it is coming in a web page or not. So yeah, as you can see, we are getting our state, which is counter variable, and from this I want to change this counter state by 1. So let's see. So as you can see, when we're clicking on this button, our state is getting updated. So yeah, that's cool. So I hope you now understood how to use the React hook use state in the functional component. It's very simple. You just write two variable names. First will be for storing the state and second will be for updating the state. And inside this, you just pass the initial value for your state. Okay, cool. And using this, you can update the state, as you can see we are doing here in this function. So yeah, in this way you can use React hook, this use state hook in functional component. In the next video, we will discuss another React hook, which is use effect. So see you in the next video. Thank you.